Thursday night, Thanksgiving night, we have the Patriots visiting the New York Jets. Patriots are a 7-point favorite. Total is 48.5. You want to have a nice little dessert that night, a little relaxing. You know, Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday. You never know what to look at.
Really. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? I don't know. But this night, I really have a very strong opinion on this game. I like the Jets plus the 7. I think right now the Patriots are, listen, they're a very good team, and they're likely to win this game, but 7 is a mountain to climb at home. We talked about Gronkowski. I have some interesting stats on him. When they're in the red zone, Brady throwing to Gronkowski completes 69% of his passes. Throwing to everyone else on the team in the red zone, in the end zone, 27% of the passes.
Yeah, he's the bread and butter.
Drop off. I mean, he is such a freak athlete. And, you know, last year during the Super Bowl, I did not adjust my number, and he wasn't out. He was playing on a hurt ankle.
Healthy, yeah.
He was not healthy. You could see it hurt the New England Patriots offense quite a bit. I think we're going to see the same thing. Hernandez, the other tight end, he likely will be back. He's missed the last couple of weeks.
He's not going to be 100%.
He's not 100%, and he's not as good as Gronkowski anyway. I think that takes away a lot of their options. I think, listen, the Jets, this is a big rivalry for them. They've had intermittent success against the Patriots, but I think this is a game where they come up and play good.
I'll tell you what, the only thing that scares me about the Jets is all the hype in New York.
Sure.
I get friends out there, they're saying they're sick of seeing the New York Post with Jets all over it just because they won a game that they should have won. That's the only thing that scares me.
I understand.
Once you get hot on a team like this that isn't good, you know, that worries me. But the 7 is an inflated number, no doubt about it. And I think the Jets are the value side. I think the books are going to need the Jets.
Yeah.
I think they're going to need them to win the game, to kill all the teasers. I kind of like the over here. I know that's the public side. I don't want to call it the square side. If you beat the number, I don't think that's a square move.
A lot of Patriots game go over. What can I tell you?
Exactly. So there's nothing sharp about throwing out a ticket. That's what I've learned, especially in the NFL.
I like that.
Right? There's nothing sharp about that. So I like the over in this game, and you make a lot of great points on taking the Jets. I don't think I could back the Patriots, but maybe I got to see 7.5 to take the New York Jets.
You might see that too. Who knows? Chuck Edel.
And don't forget, you know, this is a rivalry where these teams just match up really close to each other. They already played once this year. Jets Jets, they could have won that game. I mean, Ryan did some really bad coaching down the end of the game there. They could have possibly, you know, won the game. They settled for a field goal and end up losing the game. But you mentioned Gronkowski, how important. I mean, he's definitely, besides Brady, the number 2 most valuable player, you know, on that team. And now without him, there's still, you know, the tight ends, Hernandez, he's banged up. He's going to, you know, they're forcing him to come here, bad ankle. He wasn't good enough to go 4 days ago, but all of a sudden now he's going to be forced possibly into action here. But, you know, Jets come up and win. It's always a little scary to take the Jets because you got Sanchez over there and you're never sure what you're going to get out of him. But, you know, if you look back, 7 looks like a pretty good number.
Okay, we've talked about it. We're going to go ahead and make it official. I'm going to take the New York Jets plus 7 over the New England Patriots. I think the fact that Rob Gronkowski is out is going to hurt the New England offense tremendously. I think it's a big game for the Jets. It always is a big game for the Jets. I think they'll be keyed up. I think they'll be motivated. I think the short week playing at home may produce a sloppy game. Again, I think that helps the Jets. I'm going to go with the Jets, a strong play for me. Jets plus a 7.
Yeah, I haven't heard too much talk about this being the short week because it's the holiday. It's like we overlook it. It's kind of been ignored. But I think that makes sense. And the home teams have an advantage on Thanksgiving. I just don't want to see the Jets spoil your dessert, Chris. Right about then, you'll be
There's not that many desserts have been spoiled, VR. I appreciate the thought. I really do.
Just don't forget to put the bread in the stuffing, all right?
I'll do that. And one more note, Rob Gronkowski went to my high school, too.
Is that right?
Did he really?
He did, yeah. Well, it was Churchill at that time that changed to Woodland Hills, but that's my high school. I'm claiming Gronkowski.
Who knew that?
Anyway, you can see all our videos. Coming up next, by the way, I'm going to talk about Arizona State, and another good rivalry battle. And I'll talk about that one. You can see all our videos at pregame.tv.